Hello there, Commonwealth from here, and welcome to 2025, the reveal and release year of the Nintendo Switch successor, or Nintendo Switch 2, as it is likely to end up being. And right with the entrance to the new year, we got the probably most solid leak yet, namely being the motherboard leak, confirming that Nvidia and Samsung are working very closely with the SoC or system on chip when it comes to, which combines both the GPU and CPU of the system, and there's ongoing debate whether it's 8 nanometers or 5 nanometers, Nvidia DLSS 4K upscaling, and the second information has become more clear than ever after Nintendo filed a patent on no less than the last day of 2024, where they literally patent this new function that we are, by all indications, getting on this new system. It's been pretty much confirmed already since what happened at Gamescom 2023 behind closed doors, where we got the Matrix Awakens 4K demo with Unreal Engine 5, Final Fantasy VII Remake apparently running in 4K, and the same goes with Breath of the Wild running in 4K, and additional code names especially tied to U-King-O, which matches the original code name of Breath of the Wild, that being U-King, has further solidified. So all of this is information that goes together. But in addition, if we look at the newest leak, we see that it is confirmed to be a Samsung chip, but obviously combined with in a collab with Nvidia. So we have in many ways a Triforce here on top. Nintendo is the power, of course, the red. The blue here is Samsung, that being the wisdom, providing the chip and technology, especially on the mobile level, that will allow for it, something that they've been doing already on PC when it comes to the RTX 3050 mobile series. And the green is obviously Nvidia, that being encouraged to upscale systems that should not be upscaled up to 4K. What is important with this patent is that it highlights specific examples like DLSS upscaling from 540p to 1080p, which is pretty much what is going to be the display quality of the undocked experience. We're talking about 8 inches, we're talking about full HD LCD display, and in the case of especially third-party games, in order to achieve 1080p, even with this more powerful hardware, which is rumored to take off the 12 gigabytes of RAM that are likely going to be available, upwards to 10 will be available for games to take advantage of. Some of the RAM will go to the operative system. With this information, let's get into the whole thing that Nintendo's left to do, namely to reveal the system and, well, what is left to reveal, and the one thing that hasn't leaked yet, namely footage of games running on the system itself.
Discounting leaks and rumors and all the other stuff, right? I feel like we have a pretty good idea of what the thing actually looks like now that there's been all the news coming out from the manufacturers of like the third-party controllers and the cases. I think we're both kind of the mindset now that like, well, we're definitely going to get the reveal before the end of the fiscal year now.
This is a much more beefy, powerful system. And then what really matters in that sense is the games.
And the other thing I think is also like the way it looks, right? Like, because not to say I don't like the Switch's UI, you know, like I actually do like the clean look of it. But I think the thing that we have been hammering home in these discussions, I feel like for 3-4 years at this point now, is how badly I want things like themes to come back, right? Like how badly I would want that type of stuff implemented on a system level. And so I feel like that's something, internally about the system that I would just like to see from day one, even if it's something as simple as like, oh, you can buy themes on the eShop. Because I would. I mean, like, there were plenty of cute themes that were on the 3DS, whether it was like, I mean, you know, my classic Frozen one that I had on my old 3DS. I always liked the Frozen one. But like the Slowpoke ones that they did, the Sonic ones that they released for free, like there were a lot of really cool themes. And I think Nintendo could take advantage of the opportunity to like promote new and upcoming games by doing these themes in the same way they kind of do like the Tetris Cups every year for Tetris 99, right?
At the end of the day, what matters here is what games can they offer.
And sort of having that that like immediate comparison with a really big title. And I think that actually is probably when we're going to see Metroid Prime 4 for the first time again as well. You know, we haven't seen Metroid Prime 4 since that reveal in the Nintendo Direct a while ago. And I feel like they do want to take the opportunity to show that thing running on the new system, especially now that we know officially that the new system is backwards compatible, right? So like, sure, you'll be able to play Metroid Prime 4, and I can even see them potentially like releasing that game the same day that the Switch successor releases, like that maybe being like a May release or something, and being a Twilight Princess situation where you can get it for Switch or you can get it for Switch 2, and it obviously runs better on the new platform. And then that way they have some type of like hardcore kind of action game for Nintendo coinciding with whatever their big launch title is going to be, which I think both of us, we've been, saying this for, again, years at this point. We're not changing our tune. I still really think it's Mario Kart.
Oh, absolutely. Like
the tech aspect of the new system and the leap between Switch's successor and like the PS5 or PS5 Pro or whatever, I think is going to be significantly smaller than what we saw between the PS5 and the Switch. And I think it's only going to continue to get smaller as time goes on with Nintendo systems. So I do feel like they found a really nice way to sort of like niche themselves into this place where mid-generation they release it.
Oh, absolutely. When it comes to the power of the system, what really does matter is, yes, you need a powerful system for one reason. You want third parties to bring their biggest and most ambitious brand new games to the system, which is one thing that the Switch has not been able to do on day one. They've had to see downgrades of the base games. And the hope of DLSS is obviously that the Switch is not going to miss out on the big third-party games. But do you really think that this thing is capable on delivering on that promise?
I think in terms of like technical aspects, there's not an issue in sight for me. In terms of like first-party things specifically, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Nintendo really has to just get on the stage and say, hey, we got our holiday season, now it's time to bring this thing to the table. Ideally, they would do this early in January and just say, we're done with the Switch, now we're ready to move on to the future. We all know that the investors are not going to be patient anymore come February 4th, 2025, which is 9 months earnings release. And that is on a Tuesday. So at the latest, they can probably should reveal this on Monday, February 3rd, because we have Golden Week. And that is obviously a time when people will want to get the system and play it.
Man, that's right, with Golden Week too. Of course they're going to want to release before Golden Week.
Okay, so it starts on Tuesday, 29th of April, and ends Monday, May 5th. I have a feeling that this could be where we're getting the launch of the system.
The launch, yeah. So maybe even early May.
End of April. End of April, yeah, before this.
Early May, yeah.
Here, and we also have to remember another thing. This is right after Easter. Easter is Sunday, April 20th.
Yeah, I think we might have cracked the code here. I think the January-February thing is going to be a combination of the teaser and their blowout presentation, and that they release late April, early May. Yeah. And then of course they have their big blowout summer direct that showcases all the big games.
So what are your thoughts on all of this? Be sure to share them in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and press the notification bell, including for Rogersbase. And where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Rogersbase everywhere, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, and on Blue Sky. We'll have uploaded a video detailing my stay at Marafukuro, which is the Nintendo hotel in Kyoto, and I got so much vlog footage and history about the building and interviews with the staff and stuff. You can definitely look forward to that.
As always, a big thanks to all patreon.com/Comeron patrons, with special shoutouts to row producers, and yeah, you all rock, and please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.
Take care, everybody.